Welcome back to Stratosphere, your #1 source for news and announcements for Lyft. I'm Dustin.
And I'm Stephanie Noel. It's time for my close-up.
Whoa, take it easy, Steph. Let's do that cool spacey dubstep intro first.
Yeah!
Hey Stephanie, do you remember that one time that we got a bunch of our friends together in a big room and we had a band playing worship songs and then a guy with a shiny head talked about God?
Shiny head, worship band. Oh yeah! That was a lot of fun! And then after the service, we went into the next room and had games and snacks. I know snacks.
Well, it turns out we actually do that 3 times a week.
Really? Huh. And I was wondering why I felt like I'd been here before.
Well, now you know. But what you probably didn't know is that once a year we take that same thing that we do every week next door to the adult sanctuary and we do it for a whole weekend.
That's awesome! We've got one of those coming up pretty soon, don't we, Dustin?
You bet. Our next youth weekend is the weekend of June 9th and 10th, to be exact. The Lyft House Band will be leading the worship during all 3 services and Pastor Don will be bringing the message.
Service times are Saturday evening at 6:30 p.m. and Sunday morning at 9 a.m. and 11, just like we do here at Lyft. We're really hoping to bring the whole church out for this weekend, so be sure to save the date. Also, if you were at Lyft this past Sunday, you heard Pastor Don talk about the possibility of having a lock-in Saturday night leading up to the Sunday morning services.
This isn't set in stone yet, but depending on what kind of interest you all show for it, we may have an official announcement about that particular aspect of the weekend by next week's Stratosphere.
Oh, no pressure or anything.
No, none whatsoever.
In last week's episode of Stratosphere, EJ and Josiah brought you some big news about this year's summer camp. The theme this year is Jive, which means to be in harmony or accord, to agree, and features guest speakers Reggie Dabbs and Stout DeBianca. It's happening from June 24th to June 29th.
Registration for camp is now open, and everyone needs to get their registration in as soon as possible. The first 50 people to turn in their registration and $50 deposit get a guaranteed seat on the bus, which brings us to a new segment of Stratosphere that we would like to call
the 50-50 Challenge! That's right, it's the 50-50 Challenge on Stratosphere. 50 students with $50 to fill the bus to camp. We'll track the progress as we try and fill the bus, as well as get smaller goals leading up to the ultimate goal of the full bus!
As of right now, we're already halfway there with 27 students registered. Our current goal is 35 students by June 1st.
June 1st? That's this Friday. Dustin, do you think we can do it?
We'll certainly find out, won't we?
I guess so.
And last but not least, this past Monday was Memorial Day, and we at Stratosphere would like to offer sentiments of our utmost appreciation and gratitude to the heroes of this great country, both fallen and still standing.
Were it not for the brave men and women who serve this country day in and day out, it's likely we wouldn't have the freedom to make these videos, much less to assemble freely to worship God and fellowship with each other. These people selflessly offer themselves to the dedicated service of not only their family and friends, but people they don't even know, all because they believe in a higher ideal, the love and devotion of their country, and everything it stands for.
So on behalf of Stratosphere, Lyft, Horizons Church, Lost Creek, West Virginia, and the entire nation, we'd like to say thank you to those who serve and to those who have made the ultimate sacrifice. So this week's Facebook question of the week is, would you be interested in attending a walkout for the youth weekend and why?
Check out our Facebook page at facebook.com/WeLoveLyft and post a comment to our Facebook question of the week. This has been Stratosphere, your #1 source for news and announcements for Lyft. I'm Stephanie.
And I'm Dustin. Enjoy the rest of the service and we'll see you next week.
Yeah,
Yeah, buddy.